What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Oh man, what a way to start a week. Just came off my birthday. It's exciting stuff, but because of that I took some time off, and John was still here working, but we didn't get much film. John be busy, he don't got the time to be picking up no camera. But anyways, I'm back now, and the first thing that we're gonna get after is this 2015 Hellcat Challenger, damn it. 2015 Hellcat Challenger. This is an 8-speed automatic car, and we just wrapped up the 800 horse package, I believe. Anyways, that included a smaller pulley, green bag belt, thermostat, did a drop-in K&N filter, and a PCM unlock. I think that's it. And that's all that's done to this thing. So, got a set of stickies on the back, and I've already flashed the. Oh, forgot the last thing. We also did a set of demon injectors in this thing as well. So I flashed the computer for the injectors, got this thing running. We're gonna go ahead and get her warmed up, get her to operating temp, and get this Hellcat tuned out. Side note, LJ's is running. So this is our 347 stroker on 3 turbo kit, and that we've been slowly working on, and we have finally got this thing to the point of fire up. This car is also on Mega Squirt, if I haven't already mentioned that before, but we got this thing fired up, and I'll show you what this thing sounds like momentarily. Wait till John gets back. We're probably at about 80% on that build. We still got a few things to tidy up. Unfortunately, the water pump is leaking out of the weep hole, so some parts got to come off. We got to get a new water pump for it. Vacuum lines still need to be ran. The exhaust system needs to be finished. A few other small things, and then that thing will be hitting the dyno next, or shortly. I wouldn't say next. Got a couple of Mustangs and some other stuff to tune, but stay tuned. We'll show you what's up. Alright guys, so we made our first base run. Forgot to turn on the camera. I've got her warming back up now, but show you guys what I made on its baseline. 691 and 735. So got some more work to do. Let's get it right. Sorry guys, I forgot to grab the camera here. I've been tuning without it. But last pull we made 745, so let's see if we can make a little bit more. So guys, as we move on with the rest of our week, I can show you something else we got going on. We got this Challenger, built motor, Edelbrock intake, Mighty Mouse catch can, torque storm blower. I believe it's cammed, FIC 1000cc injectors. I think it's got a full exhaust and some electronic cutouts too. I have it on the dyno, but I just pulled it in there last night just to make room for some of the other stuff that needed to come in as well. Unfortunately, we're not doing that one today. Got another one being dropped off here shortly. That's a retune. I don't know, someone tuned it a couple years ago and the gentleman wants it retuned, so we'll see what that is when it shows up. Glenn's car, I didn't show you guys, We installed a set of Texas Speed long tubes. So, got those wrapped up yesterday. Still got to put the intake on it. I think we got the thermostat as well. And then we've got the ECU back from HP Tuners. Excuse me. So, that one will be hitting the dyno really soon as well too. So, let's get after it today. Also, really quick, guys, as we carry on with our install on this thing, you can see the Texas Speed long tube poking out right there. But we're also installing this carbon cold air leg maker intake. Wanted to touch on a quick note for some of you guys that may not know on this 3-inch intake, because it goes down into the inner fender. You do have to modify this region here. So from the factory, this is pretty much a perfect triangle, and the 3-inch pipe will not fit through that hole. Most commonly, you guys at home are going to have Dremels. I got some porting bits for port my own cylinder heads sometimes, but I just came in here with a porting bit and rounded this out, and then I came in with a prep tool and got it all smooth, so don't have to worry about cutting yourself on it. It's all cleaned up, and now this pipe fits nicely inside. So we got some playroom. So now we got that straightened out, I can go ahead and carry on with the rest of the install. Just wanted to show you guys that real quick, and then I'll show you guys the finished product. And just like that, our leg maker intake is installed, our long tube headers are installed, and our unlocked PCM is installed as well. So, my other tune just showed up, so I got to get this Challenger off the dyno, get that one on, get that one tuned, and then we'll grab blends, throw it on the dyno, and tune it. So let's get it. Alright guys, so I just got the other Challenger in for a tune on the dyno. Pretty sweet looking ride. I'm not sure all the modifications done on it, but I can hear it's got a cam, long tube headers, catch can, and exhaust. So it was tuned by another shop, I guess in 2017, and he wants it retuned. So got it on the dyno. I'll go ahead and first make sure I can read the file out of the car, and we'll go from there. We'll get to tuning on this beast. So guys, moving right along with our day, we've got our next dyno on the dyno, and that's Glenn's 2018 SRT8 Charger. The Challenger that we just took off the dyno, man, those rims look sweet on that one. Finished out at 469 horsepower at 501 foot-pounds of torque. Glenn's car we just wrapped up. You guys watched us do the leg maker cold air intake install and a set of Texas Speed 2-inch long tube headers. And then we also changed the radiator cap and got a catch can. So got the thing strapped down on the dyno, and already started making some changes in the ECU. So let's get this thing fired up, start tuning, and see what kind of power this Charger can make. Alright guys, so that's gonna wrap up another one for us. I got Glenn's 2018 Charger all finished up. And this beautiful little red one finished out at 450 horsepower and 490 foot-pounds of torque. Keep in mind a little comparison difference. The Challenger that you guys seen earlier in the video was a 2015. Pretty much same bolt-ons, and the other one had a cam. And that car finished out, like I said, at 469, almost 470 wheel, and 504 foot-pounds of torque. So you can see the calibrations, and there is some differences between the older 6.4s and the newer ones. But that's gonna wrap it up for today. Let's see what we got going on tomorrow. Alright guys, it is Friday and we are wrapping up a long week worth of work. Our Torque Storm supercharged Challenger is on the dyno. I haven't strapped it down yet because I was going through the file and getting everything set up with the injector sizing and stuff, and I got it running and idling, but it's smoking out of the exhaust. Customer said that everything's, you know, rebuilt, new motor, forged bottom end, all that jazz. So we're just taking our time and making sure it's not the motor. Most likely, I'm gonna call the customer here in a minute, but I'm assuming the exhaust that's on the car now is the same one that was on it when his engine blew up. And a lot of times oil and who knows what makes it into the exhaust system, and then all that shit sits there while the car sits, and it soaks the inside of the piping and will cause the engine to smoke. Reason why I believe that there's residue and stuff in the exhaust system is because when I open the electronic cutouts, the motor's not smoking. So we think it's okay, but we didn't put any of this together, and we've got some smoking going on over here. So we might have a valve cover leak or something, so we're gonna pause, rip this thing off the dyno, and as soon as John gets done with our other project, this is a Dodge Ram 2500 with a 5.7 in it. And real quick, we are throwing on a 2.5-inch leveling kit on the front. So John's got this thing tore apart, got one side done, and we'll get the other side done here shortly, and I'll show you what that looks like. But everybody knows what a leveling kit looks like, so I didn't bother getting no before shots. We're just trying to keep this one happy and on the road. So well guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this week's video up here. I'm gonna walk around and show you the new stuff that got dropped off and some of the old stuff and get you up to speed. And I'm signing off because it's hot as balls, so I know I'm not gonna want to pick the camera up the rest of the day after this. I don't know if you guys remember this car. We did the built motor on it and then put this blower back on it. Customer decided he did not want that big ugly Kenny Bell on there no more, which I don't blame him. Any of you guys out there that like your Kenny Bells, cool for you, but at high PSI we don't like them. They're big, they're ugly, they're stupid, and they don't dissipate heat worth a shit. And anybody that's got a Kenny Bell car can come down here and race some of our Pro Charge cars, and a best 2 out of 3, and I guarantee you we get you on the last 2 no matter what, because your shit's gonna be heat soaked. But I digress. We're pulling that off and we're putting a Pro Charger on it, so that'd be pretty dope. Our Torque Storm car, we moved to LJ's. We didn't move it, it drove LJ's over there. This car, like I said, we didn't put it together, it's just here for tuning, and we got some smoking happening on the passenger side, so I wanted to get it on the lift. Let's find out what's going on. Got some weird engine codes as well too, so maybe we got it missing ground, some wires touching the header or something. John's getting that up in the air now. We're gonna check that out. And then another one that we just had dropped off that'll be getting worked on next week, I believe, is this 2020. So this 2020 Challenger Scat Pack Charger, excuse me, shit, it's been a long day, is getting a nitrous outlet kit put on it. We're going to do a Win Max with a progressive, probably 150 shot. So we got to get the ECU pulled out, sent off to get unlocked, and do our nitrous install. So that's what we got coming up this week. Appreciate you guys coming along on this journey with us. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you next week. Peace.